Hey, how's it going?
Hey, I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Well, thanks for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
So, how's your weekend going so far?
Doing good, doing good. It's just starting off. It was busy yesterday and today's been super relaxed. So,
Oh, nice.
what about yours?
It's going well. We're starting to feel like spring in
Yeah.
Boston. So,
Yeah. Oh,
uh,
you're in Boston.
I am, yeah. And I saw you guys
Okay.
performed, I think like last year, probably like close to a year from today,
Yeah, it
at
was
the Jungle.
yes, yeah, it was I think like March 4th or something because March 3rd is my birthday and we got to take a tour of like Fenway Park and because I'm a huge Red Sox fan.
Oh, nice.
So it
Yeah.
was fun.
It's a cool, what would you call it? Baseball stadium.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I was gonna say venue for a minute, and I'm like, that's not the right word.
Could be venue.
Yeah, the Red Sox, they're huge here. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Can't walk around as a Yankees fan.
Oh no. No.
So are you in Kentucky right now?
Yes, yeah.
Oh,
And
nice.
actually, Peyton normally does these interviews as well, but he's down in Atlanta right now, so just me today.
Oh, no worries. I've actually never been to Kentucky. If someone was to go to your area, where should they go first? Like, what's the big thing in your area?
Well, I guess it would more depend on the person too, but if you're in like Lexington specifically, and there's like a UK basketball game going on, the experience as a whole is incredible. Like it would be it's better than going to an NBA game or anything. Just the fans are insane, and everybody knows how to coach the team, so it's pretty wild. But the Keeneland is big, which is like where the horse racing and everything.
Oh, right. Yeah, the Derby,
Yeah,
right?
so yeah. Oh well, the Derby's in Louisville,
Okay.
but it's only about an hour from here as far as the Derby goes. So uh, that those are big things. And then there's a lot of great like food places, actually, believe it or not, in this area. Like everything you can imagine. Even like when we were traveling and going to certain cities that are like bigger cities, we were shocked at like the least. There was like less food choices than there is here, which was
Oh,
interesting.
wow. Is
Yeah.
like a barbecue big in Kentucky, or is it more like seafood or like a mixture?
Uh, Barbecue is big here, just because like Tennessee and everything's like a big spot for the barbecue. But like Southern food and everything, there's just like tons of options for
Oh,
that.
nice.
Uh, just pretty much anything you can like imagine, Indian food, Mexican food, anything. It's everything here. And there's like too many choices to pick from.
Now I'm getting hungry.
Yeah.
Well, I want to talk to you about the music video and the latest single, Crossfire. I
Yes.
really love that Western cowboy thing you guys have going on. Can you
Thank
talk
you.
a little bit about the video? And it's like each of you a different character.
Yeah, yeah. So I guess I'll tell you a little bit of the backstory of it. So we brought a guy that we met here in Kentucky. His name's Cody Morgan. He's like another artist in town, and we wanted to do a song with him. And Peyton and I already had a little bit of the layout of Crossfire overall, and we knew the title we wanted was Crossfire. We didn't know what it meant anything yet. We just knew like that's the
Just
direction
sounds
of the
cool.
song. Yeah. So we had him come in. We were sitting around talking about it. We came up with the idea for like the overall concept of like personal struggles and stresses that bother you. And like for me, it was more what others say about me. Like that affects me more. Whereas with Cody, he said it's more of an internal voice. So that's why they're two. The verses are like mine is more that way, and his is more like speaking to the internal voice, which I thought made it a unique song as a
Yeah.
whole.
Yeah, it's cool
Um,
that there's like two perspectives.
yeah, yeah. And then we were talking about like we want to shoot a music video for this because we love the song and said okay, let's do it, and let's do it together with Cody and everything as well. So my grandfather a while back had told me. So Peyton and I, like our grandfather, had a major stroke back in April 2020,
Uh-huh. Hmm.
which led to us writing the Tension of the Season song. Uh, but the big thing, like he always told us, like if he ever gets an opportunity to shoot in a western, he would do it. Like he just always kept saying that for years. And so I guess that might have been a little bit of play like in our heads. But Cody and I were sitting there and with Peyton, and we just were like, what if we shot like a full on 1800s, like Django Unchained, The Hateful Eight, kind of like 1800s Western. And so we were like, yeah, let's do it. That would be super cool. And it's easy to pull off because we're in Kentucky and like all it is grass. And yeah, so we were like, this is going to be easy video. Let's do it.
Oh, that's so fun. And so your character is called Captain?
Yes, Captain. And Peyton is Machine. Cody is Jebediah Winter. And then we actually named every single person that was like an extra
nice.
in the video and stuff. And so every person has a character and every person has a backstory as well. And so, and a little sneak peek is we're going to continue the story like beyond through the rest of this year.
And did you come up with the backstory for your character?
Yes and no. We had like 5 people. There was about 5 to 6 people writing the backstory. So everybody was just kind of chipping in like, okay, you throw an idea out. And so I can't remember exactly, but somebody just wanted my story to go that way. And I was like, yeah, that's totally fine with me. I liked it.
Is it a secret right now? Like, do you want to wait till people see the music video to get to know your character?
So it's actually on our Instagram and stuff and Facebook. Cool. We actually released a few of the stories already because we kind of made like character cards for each person. Almost like it's like
that. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So it's kind of got like a video game vibe to a certain extent as well.
That kind of reminds me of Red Dead Redemption in a way.
Yeah.
I like that.
I think once we said 1800s Western and we knew the overall vibe, we were all playing Red Dead so much too. And so we were like, this is perfect. Let's just feed off this because our minds were already in that place anyway.
No, I love it. I love that. I love music videos that have that creative storyline that you saw, back when Michael Jackson was around, for example.
Oh, yeah.
Like he has so many iconic music videos.
Yeah, I know. I was actually just talking with Peyton and Cody the other day about some of those as well, just because like Thriller and all of those were incredible, like especially for the time period. They were just like in a whole different level.
I know, right? Yeah, it's like it's hard to top Thriller, it's like
I know.
But I think you guys are on track for that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, and I wanted to talk to you about kind of your background in music. What would you say is your first concert you've ever been to, or the best concert you remember going to?
I know like my first concert was actually it was Linkin Park and Coheed and Cambria and Chiodos. They were at Rupp Arena here where like UK plays. And like it was just Linkin Park was incredible. It was also cool now because of Chester's like, he's gone and everything. So I got to see that before. So that was incredible.
And then I would during their heyday, right?
It was actually the time period like when they had the What I've Done song. So they already had like Numb and all of their big hits. And then on top of that, they had, I think it had just featured in the Transformers movie, that What I've Done song. And then that album was what they were touring. So that was just really exciting to see. But as far as like the best show, that's really difficult. I saw 30 Seconds to Mars in a smaller venue up in Louisville. And that was probably out of every show I've been to, like the most inspiring show. Just because Jared Leto's like, his performance and stuff is just incredible. He goes 110% in. And I think that definitely sparked a little bit of like my performance style was watching that.
Yeah, he's incredible. He's super talented.
I know, like, and he just went like the movies and stuff as well. He's iconic.
Yeah, what's that movie that he was in with Matthew McConaughey and he plays an AIDS victim?
Dallas Buyers Club.
Yes, he was.
Yeah,
Wow, incredible in that
I
movie.
know, I know. And the new movie, The Little Things. I don't know if you saw that one.
I haven't yet, no, but I'll have to see
It's
that.
amazing. It's amazing. He's like really, really good.
I'll have to see that. Is that on
Yeah.
Netflix or
It came out like on HBO Max.
okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, that those are two good concerts. I haven't heard the
Yeah.
name Chiodos in quite a while. Are they still around?
I am not sure. I know like when they opened, they were, in that phase where they were pretty big overall, and like Coheed and Cambria was massive because they had that Welcome Home song
Yeah.
on Rock Band. And so but yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I never kept up with them entirely. I mostly went for Lincoln Park and Coheed and Cambria because I wanted to hear them play Welcome Home so bad. So but I would say them, like I've seen Imagine Dragons twice and like 21 Pilots, which is like out of anybody, that's kind of our biggest inspirations, is those three artists, 30 Seconds to Mars and 21 Pilots, Imagine Dragons. So seeing them live and how they perform, um, obviously we got some inspiration, but then our show is very different from them as well.
Right. Yeah, I can definitely hear some influences of that, but your
Yeah.
sound is also very original at the same time.
Thank you. Thank you.
And yeah, I know that you guys try to not define yourself being one genre, and
Yeah.
I can sense that in your music.
Thank you. I see your Queen stuff in the background.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's like out of everybody, when they ask us like what our genre is, we always say like we like to say we're like Queen, where they didn't have a genre, they always are changing and growing and stuff, and that's kind of the overall concept of the band as well. Like Rags and Riches was, we didn't want to have a genre. Like we have so much unreleased material that literally sounds nothing like everything else, but still sounds like us, that it's very Queen-esque.
Yeah, that's what I love about Queen is that they could do pretty much any style of music and
I know.
they nailed it.
Yeah, they're one of my favorites.
Me too. I know.
Yeah,
If I had a time machine, I would definitely go back and see Queen.
that's same with Freddie. Like obviously,
Exactly,
it's
yes.
yeah,
No, there's like no frontman that, can top him. He just
no,
so commanding and so much charisma.
yes, I
It's
know.
hard to hate him.
Yeah,
And I also love that your lyrics are very positive and inspiring. Where do you guys find that, you know, positivity?
yeah. So like our parents were youth pastors at like churches and stuff growing up, so we were always like playing in church and doing stuff like that as well. So and our grandparents and everybody wanted us to kind of be more like a Christian band for a long time. But Peyton and I knew that wasn't like the overall path of what we wanted to do with our band and stuff. But as far as like positivity and encouragement and like helping people stay mentally stable, was something that was never going to like leave who we are, because it was just, that's like engraved in us, and we love that side of like the positive elements of the music.
No, I love that because I feel like that's what music should be. It's supposed to be there to kind of uplift you and,
Yeah,
be kind of like an outlet for whatever you're going through in life.
exactly. Yeah,
I love that.
where I'm listening to something, I kind of, I mean, I do enjoy like love songs and everything, like different styles, but I find myself majority of the time like I want something that's like positive or going to put me in a better mood. Or if it's like in your face music and more aggressive, I still want it to be like uh, positive, like I'm trying to reach a goal in life or something like that. So I think that comes out in our writing as well.
Oh, that's cool. Are there any bands that you're kind of digging right now that are kind of
Uh,
like kind of on the rise, I guess?
yeah, yeah. So we actually Level Third, which is a local band there in Boston, we played with at the Jungle. We stay in touch with them, and they're up and coming band. We love those guys. Like they're
Oh, nice.
incredible, super great people. And then I've recently, like just this week, I know they're not like up and coming, but I was listening to like the Greta Van Fleet.
Oh, yeah, they're good. Yeah.
Yeah, the new song is like, it feels like Rush and Queen and Led Zeppelin all like combined. Uh, so, and I don't know if like NF, are you familiar with him?
It sounds familiar. Yeah, I feel like
Uh,
I've heard that name around.
he's got a new album coming out, and like he's got a song called Clouds, and it's awesome. I was listening to it like actually right before we got
Oh, really? I'll
on
have to
the
check
phone.
that
So
out.
yeah, it's a great song.
That's really cool. And what do you guys
But
like to do outside of music, when you have downtime?
yeah, it's a mixture of everything, but uh, I love playing video games. Like when I can, it's not as like I don't get to do it as often as I used to, just because of the band stuff, and like we're always busy doing something. Uh, and then I like to play like baseball and stuff when I can get like a group of people together. I love watching basketball. Don't really care to play because I'm not. That's just not me. Like I'm not good, but I love to watch. Um, so and then movies and TV shows is kind of like my big thing. Like Peyton and I both with that. Like when we're traveling, we always find like a location to stop. That like we were in Oregon and we like went to the Goonies locations. We were
Oh,
in
for the movie?
yeah.
Oh, that's
We always
awesome.
we always like find the film locations and stuff, like maybe a house that was shot. Like we went to the Napoleon Dynamite, like the school and some of the houses from Napoleon Dynamite. Um, so we're always doing that, like on tour. We're like, okay, we got to drive an extra hour because we got to go see this location where this was shot. So movies is kind of the big thing.
Oh, what do you consider like your all-time favorite movie?
Oof, that's tough. uh, I don't know. I guess I would say more than anything, like probably Star Wars as a whole would just take the number one spot. I'm not gonna like narrow down which one I would say, um, but Star Wars is like I've always been a fan. Like I still have boxes full of like action figures from uh, like all the movies and stuff, and I still have some of the characters like in the boxes and stuff saved as well. So out of every movie, I think that would be the one that like was the most iconic and inspiring to
Yeah.
just yeah.
I feel like that's like one movie that will never die out.
Oh
Like
no.
generation after generation will be watching that.
Yeah. I feel like at some point, whether it be like 10 years or 20 years from now, even though they said the saga's over, they're going to keep continuing it because
Yeah.
they know that's
They can keep milking it.
yeah. Oh yeah. Like the Mandalorian stuff happening, and which is incredible now. So yeah, I just think that's out of anything I have to narrow down, that would be the one I just say, okay, the overall saga and just Star Wars in general.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what else is coming up for Rags and Riches that people should be on the lookout for?
Yes. So the video is actually out on the 19th. And so there's that. And then also in April, we have a new song coming out as well. And we just shot the video for it. It does go along with the Western, but it has I won't give it away because we don't want to ruin it. But it is not Western shot. It's actually uh, very like in a mental hospital.
Oh, wow.
And so I'll just say that, and the story ends up correlating with the Western stuff, but it's overall going to be four separate music videos that all connect to tell this like big story, not just a Western story. It's pretty very detailed out. Um, so it was in the last video we just shot was probably one of the most exciting things we've ever got to do. Is I got to shoot upside down in a straitjacket,
Oh my gosh.
like while performing, and so that was like pretty wild. Like just trying to get me up there alone was an adventure in itself. Um, but yeah, we're very excited for that song to come out, and then the rest of the year we have a ton of music, and actually 2021 is going to be the most music and videos we've ever released in like a single year.
Oh, that's exciting.
So yeah, it's
So
very,
keeping busy.
yeah, we've been like, the second we get done with a song, we're basically recording the video, and then right after that we're back finishing up either another song or tracking the vocal part, and then right back to shooting and writing for the next video. So it's been very like consistent right
Yeah,
now.
productive.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's the way to be, you know?
Oh yeah, it's the only way to be. It's just, it's fun. And Peyton and I, obviously we love to do this, and so we never view it as just like a job. It's fun and just exciting in itself.
Yeah, I feel like if you're passionate about something, you should just stick to it, and
Yeah.
it's not work to you. It's not like a chore to you. It's fun. It's your hobby.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And there's more, like, there's certain things that are more exciting than others when it
Right.
comes to it. But overall, like, once everything's finished and the song's done and the video's done and we get to look back at everything, we're like, wow, that's just exciting that we knocked that out, or we achieved that and did that thing. That's just, it's cool to see.
Yeah, it's worth all the time you put into it.
Oh yeah.
Once
Oh
you
yeah.
see people are like listening to the music and appreciating it and
Yes.
probably
Yes.
reaching out to you,
Oh yeah.
that's probably
This
like the most rewarding part.
it is like just sitting back and seeing how people respond is I guess overall the most rewarding thing. But with Crossfire, it actually was like the first 3 days were our first like biggest 3 days we've ever had with a song streaming wise. So that was exciting to see, like, people really liked the Western concept and feel connected with it enough to check the song out and stuff as well.
No, definitely. When I saw the posters for it, I was very engaged with it. I'm like, wow, this looks fun.
Awesome. Yeah, that was very intentional with everything. And we like so we did like a storyline back in 2019 with 3 of our other videos. And so that's kind of, we feel like, a part of who we are as well, not just the music, but writing these stories that go along, like not just one video, but like multiple videos. We feel like that's going to be a big part of the future of Rags and Riches as well.
Nice. Well, I'm excited to see the other videos that you guys have in the pipeline.
Absolutely.
As well as the one on March 19th. I'll definitely
Yes.
be checking that out.
Yes.
Well, I really appreciate your time, Tanner. It's been a blast chatting with you.
It's been a blast chatting with you.
And
Thank you so much.
Can't wait till live shows happen again so I can see you guys in Boston.
Yes, we want to get back soon. I love Boston. So.
Well, thanks again, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Thank you. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.